So Pesach is coming up, and this year, as in past years, you've probably, if you're a guy, noticed your mother running around the house frantically, dumping boiling water on the counters, going through her silverware, throwing things out, cleaning everything up. And if you're like me, you're probably a little confused, like, what's going on here? How am I supposed to understand it? How am I supposed to take a part in this tradition? And what are some of the reasons why it's beneficial to us? I was listening to Jordan Peterson the other day, and this is a famous statement that he makes. He says that if you're ever in a situation where you're lost, you're confused, you're agitated, you're depressed, you're feeling a lack of focus, that you just need to do one thing and it'll get you right back on the right path. And what is that one thing? Clean your room. And everyone hates hearing clean your room because that's what your mom used to tell you. Morris, clean your room, it's I'm not imitating you, Mom, but Morris, clean your room, it's messy, there's stuff all over, and you'd be like, okay, Mom, why do I have to clean my room? It's my room anyway, right? But that's what he says, as an adult, clean your room. That's the key. And this has become a little bit of a tradition of mine over Pesach, and I hope by inviting you into it, it's going to become even a bigger tradition for me moving forward, is that I've been taking that time to think about that aspect of cleaning. If you think of humans and our cycles and your cycles, what you'll realize is that man goes through different cycles, just like the season. And there are growth cycles where you're building. And if you ever went to a house where they were building a house, a construction site, you're probably appalled. You see supplies and tools all over the place. It looks disgusting. But that's what building looks like. If you ever worked on a project, creative project, that's what I do, and you'll have files scattered all over the computer, thrown screenshots that you're putting here, there, the other, but that's what building looks like, or even the business is building and things are happening so fast, you grab a person, throw them on here, put them on here, put them here, and then, you have all these pieces, and that's what building looks like. Building is messy, and building feels great, we love it, growth, right? But man goes through other cycles as well. And the other side of the cycle is cycles of condensing, of organizing, of taking stock of what you have, putting it together, and cherishing it and valuing it. And if we don't voluntarily do this, induce it on its own, it's like inducing a little depression in the stock market. Sometimes the Fed will do that, right? It'll play with the rates to trigger a mini recession. Now they wouldn't do that. Now they just want to make sure we don't go into a recession. But that's something that they could do, right? So if you don't induce this phase on its own by condensing on your own, by resting on Shabbat, right? If you don't do that, then you'll crash and burn. There's going to be a mess and you'll be forced into rest. So on Pesach, as far as I understand it, we're being asked to look around at everything that we've amassed and recognize that we have so much, but we need to condense. Go through and throw out anything that's not useful. Go through your room, your physical space. And anything extraneous, get rid of it. Put it away. You'll find clarity there, right, in the physical cleanliness. And I take it a step further. Go through your wardrobe, your clothes. See, what do I like? How do I want to look? And give away. And what you'll notice if you ever gave away clothes is what happens. The good pieces in your wardrobe, I'm sounding like a girl now, but this is, start to really stand out and speak to you. Sometimes by getting rid of things, the things that you have step to the surface, right? So when you clean your room, you're taking away, but it makes it look better if you ever go to a hoarder's house and there's stuff all over the place. You're like, oh my God, this is disgusting, right? You got to take away. Less is more. Go into your closet and clean it out. Your computer, very, very important place. Go through your computer. Put everything in folders. Look at what you have. Your business. What are our assets? Over the past few years, we've been working with so many students. We have all these numbers and files everywhere. Okay, we don't have that much work now. Let's condense. Let's find all those numbers. Put those in a place. Get rid of everything else, all the noise. These are the pieces that we have. Your computer's a great one, really, cleansing that out. And what you'll see is you're going to find great things as you get rid of extraneous things. And then in your mindset, What are your goals? How many goals do you have? How many of these goals can you live without? And I think over this time we're noticing we're zeroing in on certain goals that are really important to us. You know, our love for one another, our compassion, our desire to grow together. So less, cleansing it out. So as Pesach approaches, and we have so many messages on our mind, but we notice our mother cleaning and we're in the house with her. This might be the first year we're ever going to witness the full extent of it. First of all, offer her a hand, help out. But second of all, take that stock of yourself. You're sitting home, clean your space. Go through your possessions. Get rid of what's unnecessary. And cherish what you have, what is important. And I think what you're going to find is not only will your physical space be nicer, will you feel more settled and more peaceful, but also that your mind space is going to begin to clear up. You're going to have more clarity and focus on what matters.